So part of our grant is we got approved to make like a sign in like the Natural Bridge Slade area, because like the Red River Gorge area is so big and there is so much stuff to do there, and people will come through there and they're like, well, there's nothing else in here, so let me just turn around and come back. But the sign is sort of like a way to pinpoint Beattyville and Lee County to show sort of what we have. And okay.
All right, so I have a quick question. I know there's a lot of Lee County people in here, but who knows where Lee County is? Like, out of Lee County? One? All right, so if you guys don't know, Lee County is probably south of Wolfe County. If you don't know where that is, good luck. So the other part of the grant, the sign is the big part, but the other part is an app. We have created an app that is going to be inspired by a Discovering Reykjavik. Our tourism director, Deidre Brandberg, she went to Reykjavik and she gave us this idea saying, hey, they have this app that like a group of crazy friends just said, hey, here's our favorite spots in Reykjavik and Iceland where we can have fun and our tourists can. So that's where we really got the idea from it. It's going to be a concept of six different categories: eat, sleep, shop, play, kids, and culture. And Brooke is going to tell you all about the eat part.
Okay, well, if you're like me, you like to eat. Like, I love to eat more than anything. And this app, it is just going to show you, like, hand-picked favorite places to eat in Beattyville and, like, the Red River Gorge area. And some of these places, in Beattyville, we have the Art Factory, which is, like, a coffee house, and they have, like, pastries. And we have the Chocolate Inn, and it's another coffee house that we have, and it has, like, it's also an inn, so you can stay overnight. And then in the Red River Gorge area, there's a rock house, and they have a lot of good food, and they have a barbecue place, and they have Miguel's Pizza, really good, recommend, 10 out of 10. And also we have in Beattyville a Mexican restaurant, and it's pretty good as well. And that will all be on the app, and this is what the app would look like. So
in the sleep section, you have three different categories: camping grounds, inns, and cabins. If you're like my mother, you love to go camping. And there's a lot of choices to go. You have the Lago Linda Hideaway Primitive Improved RV, as well as the Coomer Ridge Campground, the Beattyville RV Park and Campground, which is right smack dab in the middle of Beattyville, right beside the river. And the backcountry camping. You have cabins from H&P Cabin Rentals, Bear Track, and Cliffview, and also some inns, some cheap ones to expensive ones like Travel Wise, Cliffview Lodge, and the Chocolate Inn, which is probably the most expensive one I have ever heard of in Beattyville. Like, I think I was talking to Deidre yesterday, and she was like, I think it costs like $150 to $200 per night for the Chocolate Inn. So I was like, wow.
So also on the app, there's going to be like shops that you can go to, and of course those are going to be like hand-picked. And they have a coffee shop, the Daniel Boone Coffee Shop, and there's going to be like camping supplies and shirts and just everything you need for that sort of stuff. And then where we live, we have a Rose Brothers. It's a department store, and it has like Under Armour, Nike, all your good brands. And then we also have a thrift store, and I like to find some good deals, and that's a good place where you can do that. And then in the Red River Gorge area, there's a soapery and a good place that has like some really good fudge if you like that sort of stuff too. And then also on the app, it's going to show you like things that you can do, and of course there's stuff that you can pay for, and then there's stuff that's free. And there's a lot of hiking trails. They're fun. They're really good. And then you can go fishing, you can go swimming, and they have in Natural Bridge, there's a swimming pool that you can go to, and then of course there's the river which you can fish in. And then they have driving tours, mountain biking, and then rock climbing. That's what my hands look like they do. But it's really cool, and I think it'd just be a good idea to have something like this to navigate people around.
But if you want to play stuff, like if you want to spend some money, you got some cheap options like the Natural Bridge Skylift, the Adventure Canoe Kayak Rentals in Badel and in the and in the Gorge. You have the Rec Center in Lee County, which has bowling and some really awesome pizza, 10 out of 10. You have the Kentucky Reptile Zoo, and if you want to go up a little bit in price, you can go to like the Underground Gorge kayaking, the Hollywood Off-Road Park in Thrillsville. I haven't been there, but I've heard really good things about that. And if you want to go up even further in the price ranges, you have a zip lining adventure and car rentals where you can just go out and drive roads. We also, if you have kids, you know that kids get annoying sometimes whenever they're getting a little bit crazy. Trust me, I was a kid once. So we have a lot of things in the Lee County Slade area where it's the rec center, of course, bowling. Kids love bowling. Reptile Zoo, where they can go check out some reptiles, snakes, alligators, all that good stuff. Thrillsville, we have a park in Badeville called Happy Top, where there's a little splash park over there. And there's a place called Wild Things of Kentucky that's got a gem mine. Also, we have some cultural things. If you can't tell, this is going to be on here also. We have the Three Forks Historical Center, the Glade Environmental Learning Center, Red River Museum, and the Public Library Genealogy Room, Oral History Storytelling, which is fourth Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. And then we have cultural events. Who's heard of the Woolly Worm Festival? Well, we just previously had our Woolly Worm Festival last weekend, and it was pretty fun. You also have the Artisan Festival in Natural Bridge, which is the third weekend in August. The Old Engine Tractor Show, which is the second weekend in August. The 4th of July fireworks and Highway 52 yard sale, which is 4th of July weekend. An adventure race, first weekend in November, and the Rugged Red Half Marathon in the second week in September.